My beloved child, do you know how precious you are to me? Not in a vague, general sense, but specifically, personally. Intimately, you are not one among billions to me. You are the one I am thinking about right now. You are the one I am speaking to right now. You are the one I am holding in my heart right now. The stars, I named them all. The galaxies, I spun them into existence with a word. The mountains, I carved them. The oceans, I gathered them. But you I formed with my own hands. You I breathed into with my own breath. You I knitted together in the secret place. You are not a project. You are not a task. You are not a number. You are my child, my beloved, my delight. When I look at you, I do not see your failures. I see my son. I see my daughter. I see the one for whom I would do anything. The one for whom I have already done everything. You are not a disappointment to me. You are not a burden to me. You are not a regret to me. You are the joy set before me. You are the reason I endured the cross. You are the reward of my suffering. Do not ever doubt your worth to me. You are worth everything, because I paid everything for you. I know you have been living with a sense of spiritual dryness. Your prayers feel like they bounce off the ceiling. Your worship feels empty. Your Bible reading feels like a duty, not a delight. You remember a time when your heart burned within you, when you felt my presence like fire, when my word was sweet on your tongue. But that time feels distant now, like a memory from another life. And you have been trying to get back there. You have been trying to manufacture the feelings. You have been trying to recreate the experiences. You have been striving to feel close to me again, but the striving has only made things worse, because you are trying to do in your own strength what can only be done by my spirit. The dryness is not a punishment. The dryness is not a sign that I have left you. The dryness is a season of winter, and winter is not the absence of life. Winter is the dormancy of life. The roots are growing deeper even when the branches look dead. The seed is cracking open even when the soil looks barren. The wine is aging even when the bottle looks still. Do not despise the dry season. Do not run from it. Do not try to force your way out of it. Rest in it. Trust me in it. I am doing something beneath the surface. And when the spring comes, you will burst forth with a life you did not have before. The dryness is not your enemy. The dryness is your teacher. There is a lie that has been whispering to you in the quiet moments. It tells you that you are too damaged to be healed, that the wounds are too deep, that the scars are too many, that the broken pieces are too shattered to be put back together. This lie has made you afraid to hope for healing. It has made you settle for survival instead of wholeness. It has made you believe that this is just how life is now. But I am the God of the impossible. I am the God who speaks to dead bones and they live. I am the God who touches blind eyes and they see. I am the God who reaches into the grave and calls forth life. There is no damage too deep for me. There is no wound too wide for me. There is no brokenness beyond my ability to heal. I do not just bandage wounds, I heal them. I do not just manage brokenness, I restore it. I do not just cope with shattered pieces. I create something more beautiful than before. The Japanese have a word for it. Kintsugi. The art of repairing broken pottery with gold. The cracks are not hidden, the cracks are highlighted. The brokenness becomes part of the beauty. That is what I do with you. I do not hide your scars, I make them beautiful. I do not erase your past, I redeem it. Your brokenness is not the end of your story. Your brokenness is the raw material for your beauty. Trust me with the pieces. I know what to do with them. I want to speak to the fear that has been paralyzing you. Fear of the future, fear of the unknown, fear of making the wrong decision, fear of missing God's will, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of loss, fear of pain, fear of fear itself. This fear has become a cage. It has kept you from moving forward. It has kept you from taking risks. It has kept you from stepping into the life I have called you to live. You have been waiting for the fear to go away before you act. But the fear will not go away on its own. Fear is not defeated by waiting. Fear is defeated by faith, and faith is not the absence of fear. Faith is action in the presence of fear. Faith is stepping out when your legs are shaking. Faith is speaking when your voice is trembling. Faith is moving forward when you cannot see the path. You do not need to wait until you are not afraid. You need to act while you are afraid. And as you act, the fear will diminish. Not because the circumstances change. Because you will see that I am with you. You will see that I am faithful. You will see that the worst-case scenario did not happen, and even if it did, I was there, and I carried you. So do not wait for the fear to leave. Act, step, move. I am with you, I am for you, I will not let you fall. You have been carrying a burden of regret. Regret over decisions you made, words you spoke, opportunities you missed, relationships you damaged, time you wasted. This regret has become a weight on your back, slowing you down, bending you over, stealing your joy. You have been living in the past, replaying the moments, imagining what you could have done differently. But the past is gone. It cannot be changed. It cannot be relived. It cannot be undone. And your regret is not helping anyone. It is not helping you. It is not helping the people you hurt. It is not helping the situations you damaged. Your regret is just a prison, and I am holding the key. I am offering you release. Not release from responsibility, release from shame, release from condemnation, release from the endless loop of what if and if only. I have forgiven you. I have washed you. I have cleansed you. I have removed your sins as far as the east is from the west. Why are you still carrying what I have already removed? Why are you still wearing the chains I have already broken? Why are you still living in the prison cell when the door has been open for years? Walk out. Leave the regret behind. It does not belong to you anymore. It belongs to me, and I have destroyed it. I know there is a dream inside you that you have given up on, a dream that died, a dream that was buried under the weight of disappointment and fear and practicality. You told yourself it was foolish. You told yourself it was unrealistic. You told yourself it was too late. You told yourself you were not talented enough, not young enough, not connected enough, not brave enough. So you buried the dream. You put it in the ground. You marked the grave. And you walked away. But I am the God of resurrection. I raise the dead. I bring dry bones to life. I open tombs. That dream is not dead. It is sleeping. It is waiting. It is underground, sending roots deep into the soil of your character, preparing to burst forth in a season you cannot predict. Do not dig up the grave to see if the dream is still there. Do not poke at the coffin to see if there is any life. Trust me with the dream. I am the gardener. I know when to water and when to wait. I know when to prune and when to let grow. I know when the time is right for the dream to rise. Your job is not to make the dream happen. Your job is to stay connected to me. I am the vine. You are the branches. Stay connected. Let me produce the fruit. The dream will come, not in your timing, in mine, and my timing is perfect. I want to tell you about the power of your presence. You think you have nothing to offer. You think you are insignificant. You think your contribution doesn't matter, but your presence changes the atmosphere. When you walk into a room, you carry me with you. You carry my peace. You carry my love. You carry my hope. And that changes everything. You do not need to speak eloquent words. You do not need to perform impressive acts. You do not need to have all the answers. You just need to be present. Fully present, openly present, lovingly present. Your presence is a gift to your family, to your friends, to your coworkers, to the stranger on the street. You never know who needs to see me today. You never know who is one encounter away from hope. You never know whose life will be changed by your simple act of showing up. Do not underestimate the power of your presence. Do not hide yourself away. Do not shrink back. You are my ambassador. You carry my presence. And my presence changes everything. You have been asking me to show you your purpose. You want a clear, detailed plan. You want a roadmap with mile markers and deadlines. You want to know exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. But I am not giving you a roadmap. I am giving you a relationship. The roadmap would tell you where to go. The relationship teaches you how to walk. The roadmap would give you a destination. The relationship gives me to you, and I am the destination. Your purpose is not a task to complete. Your purpose is a person to know. When you know me, you will do what I do. When you love me, you will love what I love. When you walk with me, you will go where I go. The specifics of your calling will emerge from the intimacy of our connection. Do not focus on the doing. Focus on the being. Be with me, be in me, be like me. The doing will take care of itself. The purpose will reveal itself. The path will make itself known. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Not some of them, not most of them, all of them. Seek me, find me, know me. The rest will follow. There is a shaking happening in your world right now. Things that seemed stable are wobbling. Structures that seemed permanent are crumbling. Relationships that seemed secure are straining. Systems that seemed reliable are failing. The shaking is not random, the shaking is intentional. I am shaking everything that can be shaken so that only what cannot be shaken remains. What cannot be shaken? My love, my presence, my promises, my kingdom. These are eternal. These are unshakable. Everything else is temporary. Everything else is passing away. So do not cling to the things that are being shaken. Do not build your house on sand. Build your life on me. Build your identity on my love. Build your security on my promises. Build your hope on my resurrection. When the shaking is over, you will still be standing, not because you are strong, because I am holding you up. Not because you have figured everything out, because I am your foundation. The storms will come. The winds will blow. The floods will rise. But you will not fall, because you are built on me, and I do not shake. I know you have been struggling with your identity. You have tied your identity to your job, and your job is unstable. You have tied your identity to your relationships, and your relationships are complicated. You have tied your identity to your accomplishments, and your accomplishments feel insufficient. You have tied your identity to your failures, and your failures feel overwhelming. You have tied your identity to what others think of you, and what others think keeps changing. No wonder you feel lost. You have been building your identity on sand. Every wave washes away a piece of who you think you are. But I am offering you a different foundation, a rock, an unshakable rock. Your identity is not in what you do. Your identity is in who you belong to. You belong to me. I made you, I bought you, I named you, I sealed you, I am holding you. Nothing can snatch you out of my hand, not your failures, not your successes, not your fears, not your doubts, not the opinions of others, not the lies of the enemy. You are mine, that is your identity, everything else is just a role. Roles change. Identity is forever. You are my child, my beloved, my chosen. Rest in that, live from that. Let everything else flow from that. You are not what you do. You are whose you are. My beloved child, I am not finished with you. Let me say that again because you need to hear it. I am not finished with you. The story is not over. The final chapter has not been written. There is more joy, more peace, more purpose, more impact, more love, more life. I am not finished. The mistakes you made do not have the final word. I do. The wounds you suffered do not have the final word. I do. The failures you accumulated do not have the final word. I do. The years you feel you wasted do not have the final word. I do. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And I say your story ends in redemption. It ends in restoration. It ends in joy. It ends in me. So do not write the ending based on the middle of the story. Do not judge the book by the chapter you are currently in. The plot twists are coming. The redemption arc is being written. The happy ending is guaranteed, not because life is fair, because I am faithful. And I have promised that I will complete the good work I began in you. I will finish what I started. I am not a quitter. I am not a failure. I am the finisher. And I am finishing my work in you. So hold on, beloved child. Hold on. The night is almost over. The morning is coming. The sun is rising on the horizon of your life. I see it. And soon you will see it too. And when you do, you will realize that you were never alone in the darkness. I was there. You will realize that the tears you cried were never wasted. I collected them. You will realize that the prayers you thought were unanswered were actually being answered in ways you could never have predicted. You will realize that the waiting was not punishment, it was preparation. You will realize that the broken road was leading you to exactly the place you needed to be. And you will fall to your knees in worship, not because of what you have accomplished, but because of who I am. And you will say, surely the Lord was in this place and I did not know it. And I will smile. And I will say, welcome home, beloved. Welcome home. Now and live like the beloved child you are, not like an orphan fighting for scraps, not like a slave cowering in fear, not like a stranger wandering without purpose. Live like a son, live like a daughter, live like the heir to a kingdom that cannot be shaken. Live in my love, live in my peace. Live in my joy, live in my freedom, and let your life be a light that draws others out of their darkness and into my arms. This is your calling. This is your destiny. This is your life. Live it fully, freely, fearlessly. For I am with you, always to the end of the age, and beyond. Amen, my beloved child, let these words sink deep into your spirit like rain falling on thirsty ground. Do not let them bounce off the surface of your mind. Do not let them evaporate in the heat of your busy day. Let them penetrate, let them soak in, let them take root. For these words are not mere sounds or symbols, they are seeds, seeds of life, seeds of hope, seeds of transformation. And I am the gardener who tends the soil of your heart. I have been preparing this soil for a long time. I have been breaking up the hard places. I have been pulling out the weeds of bitterness and fear. I have been turning over the ground of your soul with the plow of adversity. And now the soil is ready. Now the seeds can grow. Now the harvest can begin. Do not despise the preparation. The preparation was not punishment. The preparation was love. The preparation was me getting your heart ready to receive what I am about to give you. And what I am about to give you is more than you can ask or imagine. More than you have dared to hope for. More than you have allowed yourself to dream. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open your life. I am about to pour out, not a trickle, a flood. I know you have been feeling stuck. Like you are spinning your wheels, like you are walking in circles, like you are making no progress. You look back at the last year, the last 5 years, the last 10 years, and you wonder what you have to show for it. The same struggles, the same fears, the same patterns, the same disappointments. You have tried everything. You have prayed. You have believed. You have confessed. You have declared. You have fasted. You have sought counsel. And still you feel stuck. Stuck in the same place. Stuck in the same cycle. Stuck in the same pain. And you are asking me, when will it change? When will I be free? When will I move forward? Here is what you cannot see from where you are standing. You are not stuck. You are being deepened. The progress you are looking for is horizontal, forward movement. New territory, new achievements, new experiences. But the progress I am doing is vertical, deep movement, root growth, foundation strengthening, character building. You cannot see the roots growing because they are underground, but the roots are the most important part. The roots determine how tall the tree can grow. The roots determine how much fruit the tree can bear. The roots determine whether the tree can withstand the storm. I'm not ignoring your desire for forward movement. I'm preparing you for forward movement that will last. The deeper the roots, the higher the branches. Do not despise the season of deepening. It is not wasted time. It is the most important time. There is a voice that has been speaking to you in the night. A voice that tells you that you are not enough. Not enough for your family. Not enough for your job. Not enough for your church. Not enough for your dreams. Not enough for me. This voice has been with you for so long that you have mistaken it for your own voice. You think it is just reality. You think it is just honesty. You think it is just humility. But it is none of those things. It is a lie. A carefully crafted, perfectly timed, devastatingly effective lie from the enemy of your soul. He knows that if he can convince you that you are not enough, you will never try. You will never step out. You will never take risks. You will never attempt anything significant for my kingdom. And he will have one without firing a shot. So I am here to tell you the truth. You are not enough. That part is true. You are not enough. But here is the rest of the truth. You are not supposed to be enough. I am enough. And I live in you. So you plus me equals more than enough. You are not enough on your own, but you are never on your own. I am with you. I am in you. I am for you. And together we are enough for anything. Anything. So stop listening to the voice that tells you that you are not enough. Start listening to the voice that tells you that I am enough, and I am in you. I want to speak to the weariness that has settled into your bones, not the physical weariness that comes from a long day of honest work. That kind of tired can be healed by sleep. I'm speaking of the spiritual weariness that sleep cannot touch, the weariness of hope deferred, the weariness of watching and waiting and wondering, the weariness of getting your hopes up only to have them dashed again. The weariness of praying the same prayer for the 1,000th time with no visible answer. That kind of weariness is a slow poison. It seeps into your soul and colors everything gray. It makes the future look bleak. It makes the past look like nothing but failure. It makes the present feel unbearable. And it is real. I do not minimize it. I do not dismiss it. I do not tell you to just cheer up and have more faith. That is not how I operate. What I do is this. I come to you in your weariness and I offer you rest. Not escape. Rest. There is a difference. Escape is running away from reality. Rest is being renewed in the middle of reality. I do not promise to take you out of your situation. At least not yet. but I do promise to be with you in it, and my presence changes everything. It does not always change the circumstances immediately, but it changes you. It changes how you see the circumstances. It changes how you carry the weight. It changes how you face tomorrow. My presence is not an exit ramp. It is a companion for the journey. And when you have me with you, the journey becomes bearable, even meaningful, even joyful. Not because the road is easy, but because you are not walking it alone. You have been asking me for a sign. You have been looking for something dramatic, something undeniable, something that would finally silence the doubts and settle the questions once and for all. A burning bush, a parting sea, a voice from heaven, a pillar of fire. You have been waiting for me to write my message across the sky in letters of lightning so that you could finally believe. But here is the truth you have been missing. I have already given you the sign. The sign is me, not a message written in the sky. A person walking on the earth, not a supernatural phenomenon, a savior hanging on a cross, not a display of power that forces your belief, a demonstration of love that invites your trust. The sign is not something I do. The sign is who I am, and I am with you. That is the sign, that has always been the sign, that will always be the sign. Emmanuel, God with us, God with you, not God performing for you, not God proving himself to you, God with you, present, near, available. That is the miracle you have been overlooking while searching for a different one. Open your eyes. The sign is right in front of you. I am right in front of you. I am with you. That is the only sign you need. I know there are people in your life who have wounded you deeply, people who should have protected you but instead betrayed you, people who should have loved you but instead used you, people who should have believed in you but instead dismissed you, people who should have celebrated you but instead resented you. These wounds are real. They are not imaginary. They are not something you should just get over. The pain is real, and I do not minimize it, but I want to offer you a different way of relating to those wounds. Not forgetting, not pretending, not stuffing the pain down, but forgiving, not because they deserve it, not because what they did was okay, not because you are weak, but because you are free. Forgiveness is not about letting them off the hook. Forgiveness is about unhooking yourself from the anchor of bitterness that is keeping you from moving forward. When you forgive, you do not release them. You release yourself. You cut the rope that ties your present peace to their past behavior. You stop letting them live rent-free in your head. You stop giving them power over your emotions. Forgiveness is not for them. It is for you, and I will help you do it. You do not have to find the strength on your own. I will give you my strength. I will give you my heart. I will give you the ability to forgive the unforgivable. Just ask me. Just take the first step. I will carry you the rest of the way. There is a season of acceleration coming into your life. Not the kind of acceleration that the world talks about, faster promotions, quicker results, more productivity. That kind of acceleration can actually be dangerous if you are not ready for it. No, I am talking about a different kind of acceleration. An acceleration of your spiritual growth, an acceleration of your emotional healing, an acceleration of your ability to hear my voice and follow my leading. Things that would have taken years are going to happen in months. Lessons that would have taken decades are going to be learned in days, not because you are special, but because the times demand it. The harvest is ripe, the laborers are few, and I need you ready. So I am speeding up the process. The pressure you are feeling is not punishment. It is the pressure of acceleration. Like a rocket breaking through the atmosphere, the greatest pressure comes just before the breakthrough. Do not give up in the pressure. The breakthrough is closer than you think. I want to speak to the fear of failure that has paralyzed you. You have so many ideas, so many dreams, so many things you would love to try, but you are afraid of looking foolish, afraid of wasting time and money, afraid of what others will think. Afraid of starting something you cannot finish, afraid of failing. So you do nothing, you stay safe, you stay small, you stay stuck. And the years are passing, the opportunities are passing, the window is closing. And your fear is robbing you of the life I created you to live. Let me tell you something about failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. Every person who has ever accomplished anything significant has failed many times. The only people who never fail are the people who never try, and I did not create you to play it safe. I created you to take risks. I created you to step out of the boat. I created you to walk on water. And yes, sometimes you will sink. But I will be there to pull you out. And you will learn something in the sinking that you could never learn on the shore. So stop being afraid of failure. Start being afraid of a life lived so safely that you never discover what you could have become. You have been praying for me to change your circumstances, but I want to ask you something. What if I am doing something better than changing your circumstances? What if I am changing you? What if the circumstance is not the enemy? What if the circumstance is the tool I am using to transform you into the person you need to become? You have been asking for a way out. I am offering you a way through. The way out would leave you unchanged. You would escape the fire, but you would still be the same person who walked into it. You would miss the refining. You would miss the purification. You would miss the removal of the dross. The way through changes you. It burns away the impurities, it strengthens the metal, it prepares you for the weight of glory that is coming. So do not despise the fire, do not beg for escape. Ask for endurance, ask for transformation, ask for me to be with you in the flames. And I promise you, when you come out on the other side, you will not be the same. You will be better, you will be purer, you will be stronger, you will be more like me. My beloved child, I am not finished with you. I know you feel like you have been on the shelf for too long. I know you feel like your best years are behind you. I know you feel like you have missed your chance. But I am the God of second chances, third chances, fourth chances. I am the God of the comeback. I am the God of the late bloomer. I am the God of the 11th hour. I am not done with you. Your age does not disqualify you. Your past does not disqualify you. Your failures do not disqualify you. Your current struggles do not disqualify you. I am not looking for qualified people. I am looking for available people. Are you available? Are you willing? Are you surrendered? Then I can use you, not in spite of your weaknesses, through your weaknesses. Your weaknesses are not obstacles to my power. Your weaknesses are the stage on which my power performs. So stop counting yourself out. I have not counted you out. I am counting you in. There is a peace that I am offering you, not the peace of escape. Not the peace of denial, not the peace of pretending everything is fine, the peace that passes understanding, the peace that remains in the storm, the peace that holds you together when everything is falling apart. This peace is not dependent on your circumstances. It is dependent on your focus. As long as you are looking at the waves, you will sink. As long as you are looking at the storm, you will fear. As long as you are looking at the enemy, you will tremble. But when you look at me, you will have peace. Not because the waves stop, because I am greater than the waves, not because the storm ends, because I am the master of the storm, not because the enemy flees, because I have already defeated the enemy. Keep your eyes on me, not on your problems, not on your fears, not on your doubts, not on your past, not on your future, on me. And my peace will guard your heart and mind. Not some of your heart and mind, all of your heart and mind. This peace is yours for the taking. Reach out and take it. It is right here, in my presence, in my words, in my love. Take it. It is yours. So hold on, beloved child. Hold on. The night is almost over. The morning is coming. The sun is rising on the horizon of your life. I see it. And soon you will see it too. And when you do, you will realize that you were never alone in the darkness. I was there. You will realize that the tears you cried were never wasted. I collected them. You will realize that the prayers you thought were unanswered were actually being answered in ways you could never have predicted. You will realize that the waiting was not punishment, it was preparation. You will realize that the broken road was leading you to exactly the place you needed to be. And you will fall to your knees in worship, not because of what you have accomplished, but because of who I am. And you will say, surely the Lord was in this place and I did not know it. And I will smile. And I will say, welcome home, beloved, welcome home. Now and live like the beloved child you are, not like an orphan fighting for scraps, not like a slave cowering in fear, not like a stranger wandering without purpose. Live like a son, live like a daughter, live like the heir to a kingdom that cannot be shaken. Live in my love, live in my peace, live in my joy, live in my freedom, and let your life be a light that draws others out of their darkness and into my arms. This is your calling. This is your destiny. This is your life. Live it fully, freely, fearlessly. for I am with you, always to the end of the age, and beyond. Amen.